We heard not just from Donald Trump here today about how under his presidency illegal aliens were deported, how illegal immigration was down, and how under Biden illegal immigration has skyrocketed. But we also heard from local sheriffs here on the ground who are saying every day they're dealing with fentanyl deaths in their communities caused by illegal immigration. The price of fentanyl and meth is gone way down. That's the only thing under Biden that it's cheaper.
They flooded the market. If you're a meth dealer, too bad in Michigan because it's coming in so cheap, and just that's across the country too. It's down 70 to 80% based on what we were told today. It's just flooding into our communities.
Right, exactly. And then we heard from local sheriffs about, the illegal aliens in their jails. And you see many constitutional sheriffs in our state that are working with ICE and trying to enforce those laws. But we have some sanctuary counties in our state, too. President Trump has said he's going to prohibit those moving forward because all of our communities should be working with federal law enforcement.
I think one of the most remarkable things that we heard here was the fact that one of these small rural counties, Van Buren County, which is down on the way to South Bend, Indiana, on the way around the water to get to Chicago. It's a small county, 77,000 people, but his jail down there, 10% of the people being held that we're paying for as taxpayers, or he's paying for in Van Buren County by taxpayers and local resources, 10% of those people are illegal aliens. That, to me, was one of the most telling points of the entire conversation.
Right. And what we're seeing in Michigan is illegal immigration is touching Michigan families even more so than it did the first time President Trump ran. I mean, everyone across our state knows someone who's been impacted by the fentanyl crisis. You see there are more and more illegals committing crimes, murders, sexual assaults in our state. And you're seeing a real need to address it. It's touching people in a way much stronger. And I think it's right now the number one issue in Michigan. And you saw President Trump come here after a woman was killed in Grand Rapids, which is the second person killed in the last year by an illegal alien here. And he said he's going to put it to a stop on day one. He's going to make sure he enforces our immigration laws and stops illegal aliens and actually deports these people back, just like he did the first time he was president.
So my understanding is in the last 2 or 3 days, Kent County has moved aggressively to eliminate their sanctuary status. They want to change the rules so they are not a sanctuary city. That cannot be hung around their neck anymore. Obviously, they're reacting because they know the political atmosphere for sanctuary cities is disappearing fast.
Yeah, when President Trump was president, you saw a lot of these counties start trying to appease left-wing activists and immigration rights attorneys and say they're not sanctuary county, or they are sanctuary counties. You saw them declare them. You saw them implement policies.
You saw them brag about it.
Yes. We had sheriffs across our state, including a Democrat sheriff in Kalamazoo County, and this one in Kent County, who said, we will no longer honor ICE detainers, only if a court order. Well, Trump's ICE officials say that's not a thing. There's not a court order for that. So what you saw is someone was killed in Grand Rapids. President Trump was on his way. The Kent County sheriff took a lot of heat, and now she's changing her policy. Well, you know what? I'm happy she's changing her policy, and more of these sheriffs across our state, whether it's Kalamazoo County or Wayne County, they should change their policies too. We should not have sanctuary communities in Michigan where law enforcement is not helping ICE.
Law and order, following the rules, having a safe community, whether it's a small community like Van Buren County or a bigger community like Grand Rapids, that really is it. So Bidenomics, the border, and Joe Biden himself, those are the 3 Bs of the election. I'll give you the last word.
Well, you're right. And I think President Trump will win Michigan, and it will largely be on the issue of immigration and the electric vehicles and China. He has a much better record on that than Biden. Biden has let us down. The people of Michigan are going to vote for Donald Trump in November.
So there you have it, guys, here from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is the border that has become the number one issue pretty much across the board. But the president did spend time talking about EVs and Bidenomics and the cost of just feeding a family of 4 anymore, or feeding anybody for that matter. And then, of course, Joe Biden himself. Is he up for the job? Donald Trump mentioned that as well. So that really is the takeaway. And I would expect that you will hear the same themes in Green Bay here in just a couple of hours.